Hey people, into tier 2v2 faction battle I'm going to call it. This is Calderis Refinery and Imperial Guard versus Eldar. For the blue guard team, we have Badzarely with a Lord Commissar. Strong offense and support fighting in melee combat begins with a shield. Unfortunately, they have the Deathcore of Krieg DLC, which is awesome, but also causes those rebreather sounds that you're hearing. It's been recolored from the looks of it. Yep, and alongside LoveDueT with an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. Red Eldar is this fella, I believe it translates as potato. Kартошка, with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. I'm going to say Kартошка, I might be saying it wrong, probably am. And alongside Dalakh is a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee combat, some powerful buffs and control abilities. Sentinel on the field for LoveDueT, not for Badzarely though. And it's getting destroyed pretty quickly. Guide on these Guardians gets it down. Early loss for LoveDueT. Meanwhile, west side, Warlock straight on the VP. In the mid though, the Lord Commissar has shown up and has inspired the courage of their guardsmen by shooting one of them in the head. Doubles their damage for a duration, but they can't retreat, so it's a risk reward. Eldar did take that central VP. There is the Hammer of the Witches on the Farseer's face from the Inquisitor. Her starting ability. Warlock comes sprinting in to tie up the guardsmen, but they ran anyway. Well, that was stupid, says LoveDueT. I guess they're talking about the Sentinel loss there. Badzarely saying to get back, I think. Double cap for the Eldar very early on. Catachan Devils on the way for Badzarely, and a heavy weapon squad for LoveDueT. Kартошка with Guardian weapon team on the way. Maybe they can sweep across to this power here and bash it. Looks like the Warlock's going all the way to the east side to grab the VP. It's not even their side. One gen here. Two gens here for the blue team. Red team with a full gen farm here. And two here. Bit of a lopsided map. One player kind of looks after the natural power for their whole team. A lot of pressure on them. Badzarely looking after these two power here. And it's Dalakh on the east side looking after the Eldar power. Not sure what the Farseer is up to right now. Could have decapped some stuff. She's just idle over there. Controlling those Guardians, I guess. Had triple Guardians up, kicking off on the west side, I think. Catachan Devils in play, already used their grenade launcher, I believe. There's a shotgun blast. Lord Commissar gets a good special, and they wipe out some Guardians. Shotguns to the face will do it. They'll do it. Lord Commissar then flees because it was quite low. Power sword is up for the lead by example. Back to the east side. Farseer still kind of idle, so this might be a lower level game here. You'd expect to see a bit more aggression over here. But maybe they're just playing defensively. Kартошка down to just 2 units now. Power's being bashed. Are they going to put a turret up to help hold this maybe? Don't see it. I hear lots of pew-pew though. Shuriken cannon and Guardian fire almost took out those guardsmen. There's Doom up on the heavy weapon squad. And a grenade goes in. That could wipe them. And does wipe them. Lots of losses early on. Now needs to creep up with this Guardian weapon team, I think. Maybe try and get a decap on that wreck point, which is fully matured. 334 to 499. Double shurikens for Dalakh. Grenade goes in. It's a good one. Kills 3 guardsmen. Catachan's being very aggressive. Guardian is trying to melee them for some reason. I don't think they want to do that. They're trying to disrupt their movement maybe. Guardian weapon team does get away. Howling Banshees now on the way for Kартошка. Not sure why. The Catachans have been used quite well and they can disrupt and suppress those Banshees. That was Doom up on the Inquisitor. We'll see what the Banshees do. Or how they do. We know what they do. They chop you up. LoveDueT goes tier 2. How many grenades have we got for Dalakh? All 3 with battle equipment. So they have spent some power in tier 1, eh? Can they manage all of these units well? the Farseer abilities and stuff as well. Kicking off in the mid. Hard approach for the grenade, but it pays off. Almost wiped those guardsmen. Meanwhile, bottom of your screen, Banshees got wrecked. But they do get away with 3 models somehow. Shuriken suppresses the Lord Commissar. A well-timed grenade barrage there. Grenade launcher. Grenade is dodged. Another grenade. Can't be dodged. They're suppressed. And I think they're going to drop one of those guardsman squads. Just ran into a bad situation there, Badzarely. They did some good play before that. But they're down to guardsmen and catechins as they go to tier 2. LoveDueT is tier 2. Eldar with the army advantages right now, but a tech disadvantage. There's Hammer of the Witches on that Guardian. Didn't kill him. And the Eldar team can take the mid, most likely. Back towards the west side, which is natural for the blue team. Shuriken setting up. Energy shield set up. That's perfect cover right there. You need to actually destroy the shield before you can do damage to the unit behind it. Or just melee them. That works too. Eldar are indeed taking the mid. Tier 2 for Kartoshka. Couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. Maybe a grenade and run in with your Farseer on those guys would have been enough to get rid of them. Maybe. Grenade launcher knocks back the Shuriken. Basilisk flare in from the Commissar allows them to close the distance. Maybe it wasn't required there. I don't think that thing could have set up. It messes up the Guardians as well. Kicking off in the mid. Banshees yelling with their war shout. On the Guardsman there. A bit of a mismatch. But here comes the Inquisitor. Should have thrown out her Hammer of the Witches immediately there, I think, to try and kill one. But they killed one anyway. Catechins in retreat path of the Banshees. Got a few melee attacks in there. Was able to change stance quickly enough. Retreating units taking 30% more damage from melee. Which is part of the reason Banshees can be so incredibly dangerous. Mobility and power melee combine into some nasty retreat flanks on heavy infantry and heroes and stuff. Capping duty for the Lord Commissar. Falcon on the way for Kartoshka. And LoveDueT has a Manticore. That's what they go for. With just double guards when they go straight into a Manticore. That is strange. It's a ballsy move. We'll see how it pays off. Especially against Eldar that can hit vehicles so quickly and so swiftly and so powerfully. Multi-laser turret goes up on the west side. Can get around it here though. Some sneaky stormtroopers with the assault kit so they can chuck a grenade. And none of this stuff can spot them. There's the grenade. Misses everything though. Decent DPS from the multi-laser turret. But it's not enough to stop the Banshees getting in. They have the aspect of strength. So the Exarch gets a fancy spear. Another Falcon on the way for Dalakh. Chimera driving through the mid trying to get a flank, I think. Meanwhile, back on the west side, Banshees taking some damage. They're reinforcing off the Falcon and repurchasing the Exarch there, which will slow down their reinforcement a bit. But they push through. Warlock gets revived by the Farseer. No war gear for that guy. No war gear for the Inquisitor too, but they are taking the Eldar's... Oh, it's not a Chimera, it's a Bane Wolf, and they're power bashing. That's what they're doing. And they've got the full gen farm there. Well played, LoveDueT. Falcon is on it, and Falcon can do some anti-vehicle damage. Can it do it quickly enough, though, to stop the power bash? Did the chem cannon thing. Don't know if that slows down vehicles, though. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Slow down this stuff, though, as you can see. And it gets away. The Bane Wolf did get away on the west side. Big fight. The other Falcon bashes power. Not sure if they can break out here. Nothing really to help them with the Falcon. And all this stuff can reinforce off it. Yeah, they're in big trouble. 292 to 400. Game is starting to heat up. Players being a bit more aggressive now. Catechins barely make it out, but they did make it out. 3 models on 30 hit points there, I think. Another revive for the Farseer. Big chunk of XP again. And Banshees power bashing. Guardians taking unnecessary damage here. Not sure what they're up to. Dalakh has forgotten about them, I think. Did they retreat in time? I think they did. Falcon is being messed up by the mines. Technically, probably shouldn't be hit by mines because it's floating, but what are you going to do? What is this? Inquisitor getting some decapping done, I guess. Tier 3 for Badzarely. I wonder if they get one of those big old Imperial Guard tanks up. This is 2981, so we have seen some tweaks. Sanctioned Psyker did get nerfed a bit on its basic attack. Bane Wolf still around for LoveDueT, causing all sorts of problems. Shuriken does not have right lance, and it's facing the wrong way. Going to get shot to pieces here. This is Dalakh's. Falcon now stands its ground, but here come anti-armor stormtroopers with melter guns and a melter bomb. They're going to get the Falcon. Down it goes. Those Guardians almost wiped as well, but they do get away. Here comes the other Falcon, trying to keep its distance from the stormtroopers, which is smart. Here come Banshees. I'm not sure if the yell emanates from the Exarch or if it's like a random model. Warlock with the Witchblade of Kernish. You just saw Ethereal Slash there, kicking off in the mid as well. Catachans are grabbing the VP. Anti-assault kit stormtroopers trying to shoot down those Guardians. There's a Manticore strike. Got one decent hit on the Falcon, and the Bane Wolf lives. It didn't get chased. They did not chase it. 262 to 364. Maybe they should have. Here comes some Cadian Kasrkin in tier 3 for Badzarely. Give them some good options. They can get melter guns. 2-to-1 cap here for the blue team. But it's always been a shaky advantage, both sides, I think. Bane Wolf gets a bunch of repairs very, very quickly by 3 guardsman squads. These guys with sergeants and commissar. Up to 12 models, reinforcing 3 at a time. And they haven't gone after the Manticore yet. They haven't been able to break through onto the Manticore. Shuriken's in trouble. Falcon now putting some pressure on the Bane Wolf. Inquisitor with an Inferno pistol, good damage to all targets from relatively close range, but a judgment is thrown up on the Falcon. Needs to wait 15 seconds or so, and then they can judge the target, doing a bunch of damage. Here come these anti-armor stormtroopers as well. Right lance not super helpful against small targets like infantry. There's the melter bomb, and there's some melter gun fire. Can they get it done? Manticore as well. Got to tie them up. There we go. Nicely done by Kartoshka, tying up those fellas so they can't fire their guns. And the Banshees wiped them out in retreat. Didn't need to use the war shout there, but maybe they were just super happy about killing someone and wanted to yell. 245 to 350. Tons of lasgun fire with the Kasrkins in here with melter guns now. How many melter guns do they get? Can't quite make it out. I think it's 2. 20 DPS each one. Pretty good. They've got good DPS from their hotshot lasguns as well. And they've got really good speed. Trying to chase down this Falcon. Lord Commissar with Bionic Eye to give Inspire Determination, which maybe was on those Kasrkin there. And the Emperor's Wrath, which is always very fun to see. Off-map artillery is the name of the thing, but I always just call it Emperor's Wrath. Inquisitor's down. Lord Commissar doesn't seem very interested in reviving them. Might get level 6 out of it, buddy. Maybe now? Nope, I don't think so. Warlock's down on the VP here. Jen's coming in. The Farseer level 3, getting armor of Asurian. Shield is now up for the Falcon. Tried to power bash with the Bane Wolf, I guess. Doom was on the Bane Wolf, but I don't think it is anymore. Effects can sometimes get hidden inside the model of a vehicle kind of thing. Falcon's going to get it though. Gets it done. Good Falcon usage. I hear Banshees yelling. Yes, they're yelling over here. Chopping up some Catachans, which are just stoically standing there. And so is the Commissar stoically standing there, shooting them with his pistol. Now he's getting in there. Banshees have to flee. retreat grenade, or they can't chuck one. They don't have the energy for it. Maybe if they kept shooting, they could have wiped them out. Maybe. Back to the mid. Warlock's annoyed at the guardsman being around. And a Manticore comes in. Almost got the Falcon with those 2 hits. The shield goes up a bit late, but it survives. Manticore's doing some decent work lately. Last couple of strikes have been good. Here comes a Wraith Guard for Dalakh. Typically been a good choice historically against Imperial Guard. Lord Commissar could tie them up though. Inquisitor's still down. Lehman Russ on the way for Badzarely. And lots of repairs now for the Falcon. Some mines dropped in. This is a global ability of the Lord Commissar. Right Lance Guardian Weapon Team having a rough time with it. Warlock's back to his feet, but for how long? Just took a buttload of damage from Hotshot Lasguns. There's the Emperor's Wrath. It is really nasty. Time killed up from the Farseer. Warlock's in there. Well, he's got Providence going. And there's that Ethereal Slash. Trying to get onto the las cannon now, maybe? No. Yes. So the Falcon can come in. Oh, he just died. Providence ran out and he went down. 213 to 290. They still didn't revive this Inquisitor here. Big misplay from Badzarely. They should be getting that revive going. Level 6 Lord Commissar here. And they have a Lehman Russ now. LoveDueT isn't calling for the revive either, which is weird. Farseer tries to get a revive of her own. Looks like they're going to get it done. Manticore really wanted to stop the revive, eh? Catachans came in, actually knocked them out of the Manticore strike. And they both live. A lovely moment. They got away. Falcon's been a pretty good linchpin here for the red team. Can reinforce off it as well. It's got decent firepower, and now with that shield is a pretty tough nut to crack given the price. Wraith Guard on the field, but those terrifying Wraith Cannons, good damage to all targets, small area of effect, and they suppress. And because it's an area of effect, they suppress so quickly because they're hitting multiple models. 173 to 290. Judgment up on the Wraith Guard. The Inquisitor's finally back to her feet. Lord Commissar almost level 7 now. Double cap for the red team. And it's tier 3 for LoveDueT. Last player to go. Kартошка just dropped a bunch of models. Bunch of units, I think. They dropped something. Something over here died, maybe? Kasukin on capping duty. They have the 50% faster capping with their sergeant, I think. Not sure what LoveDueT's plan is. They have tons of power, so if they just sit on their rep for a bit, they can get a big, nasty Stormblade or something. See a council on the way for Kартошка. Lord Commissar coming out of base. Did hit level 7. Banshee's yelling. Dodged a grenade out of sheer luck, I think. Chopping up some guardsmen. Another grenade goes in. Warlock goes down again. How many times has this guy fallen over? So trying to get a big push down this side, maybe for a big old flank. So Webway over there. Wraith Guard and the Farseer refacing against this new threat. And they have a Guardian Weapon Team in play. That could do a lot actually to slow down this advance. Not going to slow down the Lehman Russ though. With Vanquisher Cannon, Manticore kicks it off. Eldritch Storm. It's a big waste of an Eldritch Storm there. Big waste. Falcon, I think the Wraith Guard just got inside of it and survived. Yeah, I think so. They still have a portrait anyway, but they can be, the roster there can be a bit buggy. Yeah, they must have survived. The portrait's still there. See a council getting stuck in and getting knocked over. Lord Commissar doing some real work. Level 8. Down to 83 VPs, the blue team. But they are wrecking some stuff right now. Shuriken just went down. Falcon continues to be awesome. It's only level 2 though. thought it'd be level 3 at least. There's a D cannon now for Dalakh. I'll be able to get a nasty singularity here. Nope, gets disrupted, and they can bash the power with the Leman Russ. It's very far up to be pushing a Leman Russ, but they don't have much to tackle it with. The Wraith Guard have been inside the Falcon the whole time. They do have a single Guardian squad to repair there. More Wraith Guard on the way. Got to get your Wraith Guard out. There we go. There we go. Reinforce them now. 61 to 290. Blue team with... Oh, they're losing the natural. Maybe? Manticore doesn't seem to get them to leave. Here comes an Inquisitor though. Might have a word with her Inferno pistol, or could hit them with Purgatus, which can do a lot of damage on the outer rim. Here we go. Hit that one pretty good at the bottom. Can they just DPS them down in retreat? They can. Another Leman Russ on the way. Seems like blue team in the ascendancy here. Double Wraith Guard though. With Farseer support, that could be really nasty. One of them needs to get a Spirit Seer though, because the Farseer is not alive either, to help them see where they're going. Eldritch Storm on a Leman Russ. Didn't set it up, but it does hit. Got a couple of good hits there. Wraith Guard coming in a bit slow. Can they do this? Oh! Does the corpse of the Farseer in a down state give them Spirit Vision? They seem to speed up there a bit. Just killed my Commissar, says Badzarely. From the Manticore, I guess. Rocket Run. And the Hell Fury. All sorts of stuff in the mid. Down goes the Falcon. It's so much work for the red team, but they are kind of capitulating here. Blue team should be able to put some VP pressure on now. Inquisitor's trying to fight a Warlock, which is not going great for her right now. Warlock is quite low on health though. Just popping those ethereal slashes, and here comes some support. Don't go down again, buddy. Get out of here. Run away. I think he's running. I think he's running. What level is this guy? Level 3 Leman Russ. See a council with all their jumping. Disrupting the hell out of the Kasrkin. Could wipe them out here. One more hit might do it, and it does do it. Down go to Kasrkin. That's how quickly Eldar can kill your stuff. I guess it's a general theme in Dawn of War 2. Your stuff can die so fast. LoveDueT. Oh, lost Kasrkin. I thought maybe they thought the entire game was lost. Wraith Guard now for Kартошка. See a council trying to brush off Leman Russ fire. Manticore's not interested. There's a grenade. That gets them off the cap. Inquisitor's level 3. Now has Inquisitorial Mandate. There's that time field to annoy everyone. Can you cap when you're time fielded? I'm not actually sure. Someone will let us know in the comments. 49 to 186. 1-to-1 cap. Blue team are going to get the mid though. And they're going to get a revive here. I don't think it's going to level them though. No. Using Kasrkin in melee, they're actually kicking the Wraith Guard here. Good grenade though. Really nice grenade from Dalakh. Did a massive chunk of damage. So it's Catachans capping the mid. And the west side, Manticore's basically been trained on this VP to stop stuff capping it, but the Warlock's still here. And they're back on it. 42 to 186 on the VPs. Here come a bunch of Guardsman Plasma, fully upgraded with their Sergeant and Commissar. Can the Warlock get this done? They can. Gotta run, buddy. They're gonna go down on retreat. But that was actually worth it to get that cap, I think. 2 to 1. Down to 37 VPs for the blue team. Leman Russ can get the Fire Prism. Yep, bad idea to bring out a Fire Prism when there's double Leman Russes, both with Vanquisher on the enemy team. It's not going to last very long against these guys. And they're both level 3 now, bloody hell. 31 to 186. Red team have very little on the field. They need a really good nuke or something, I think. But they're giving it a go. Wraithguard are being tied up by Catachans. Seer Council trying to help them out. Wraithguard forced into melee with the tank because they're trying to shoot it, but they can't. There's that time field again. Lumen Russes are just fine. This is a repairing bunker, I think, now being stolen by the Seer Council. Wraithguard able to get their weapons firing finally on the Catachans, I think. Now they're firing on the Lumen Russ. See what they can do. They are getting the benefit of the Seer Council's defensive damage resist aura. But there's still a lot. Still a lot to deal with. What happened to the Seer Council? Oh, they went back here. Now they're running. 31 to 157. Where is the Farseer? At base. There's an Eldritch. Misses everything. Nicely dodged. They spotted it early. And I think that might be GG. They did not get the nuke they needed. Med bunker up by LoveDueT, they said. I guess the upgrade hasn't kicked in yet. There we go. Allows you to reinforce, gives you a little bit of health regen. Looks like red team are going to fight it out. More Wraithguard for Kartoshka. These guys actually using their Wraithbone in base to heal up even faster. I need to get back out there. 31 to 132. Got to try to drag something over here, I think. I don't think they can go against this in the mid. Neiman Russ is being very aggressive. Gonna go into base, maybe. Getting themselves stuck. Of the Commissar out the hatch there, just pointing at stuff and yelling. Should have his own voice acting, that guy. Falcon on the way for Dalakh. Seer Council giving chase. Not a whole lot they can do against the Lumen Russ. Maybe on rear armor they can. But yeah, look what they're going to run into. Look at the wall of guns awaiting them. Blue team should have this in the bag. In fact, they're going through a triple cap here. There's a double. Just popped in now. I think red team are just done for. We'll see if they can kill something at least. Maybe get one of those Demon Russes down. Look at the Wraithguard. Big booms. Inspire determination on the Catachans, and then they back off. Oh, because of the Manticore. Manticore kind of wrecked the Wraithguard, and there's the concede for the red team. Blue team got it done. Good back and forth. Not the highest level game ever, but it was fun. We had a level 10 Lord Commissar for Badzarely, level 4 Inquisitor, level 3 Warlock down so many times. I want to see that stat screen. And a level 5 Farseer. Action shot at the end. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.